Okay, this is the actual story of how I got my green card. I was at a Starbucks once, and this barista, she overpoured my cup, and when I tried to put the lid on, it spilled, and I was like, this day sucks. And then the immigration folks walked in, and they were like, sir, you just complained about your glass being full. That's an American level complaint. Here's your green card. You can tell from my accent, I live in Bellevue. Actually, I live in Green Lake, and you guys are a bunch of racists, okay? The only difference between India and Bellevue is occasionally you'll find a white dude in India. Anyway, a little bit about myself. My name is Swastik. That is the German symbol for awesome. My relationship with my parents has definitely improved since they named me Swastik. In fact, it's got a lot better in the last 8 years, because they've been dead for the last 6. So he did not like that joke. That joke was brought to you by Zoloft. Or as I like to call it, Tylenol for your soul. I recently started an Instagram for my comedy. The first handle I picked was Swastik Comedy, but that was taken. Then I was like, okay, Swastik Comic. That was taken too, and now my handle is Swastik a Stand-Up. But that sounds a lot like Swastika, stand up! In unrelated news, I have a ton of followers from the South. And by South, I mean Tacoma. But I think I should take my act to the most racist town in America. But they'd be so disappointed that I am the Swastik, because they'd be expecting somebody who looks like Matt Wright. You guys know Matt Wright? No? Yeah, he looks like if Apple made white people. I'm not gonna make fun of white people because clearly you guys have had enough over the years. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys alone. Not your hands if you're from Seattle. Actually, born and raised. I'm not, obviously. No, I was talking about a man who grew up in Seattle, and he was like, Jeff Bezos moved to Seattle and changed the course of history. And I was like, that sounds a lot like Christopher Columbus. It's like Jeff Bezos built his empire by abusing the right kind of Indians. If that's too bad for you, buckle the fuck up, okay? Yeah, just warming you guys up, yeah. Oh, I like the lady likes the dark jokes, yeah. But I feel like Jeff Bezos is hated a lot in Seattle. In fact, if there was a game show called Who's the Worst Jeffrey? Dahmer and Epstein? Yeah. Okay, fine. Enough about people we hate. Let's talk about love. Clap your hands if you're on a date with your partner. Oh wow, a lot of clapping. Dating is kind of tricky for me in Seattle, because back home in India I'm a solid 6, but in Seattle I'm just a spiritual experience. No, I've actually been on these dating apps. I was for a minute, and I feel like being on these dating apps in your 30s is a lot like shopping for clothes at a thrift store. Because as soon as you get there, you're like, a lot of these things have been here forever. And even if you want to make something home, you're like, what if this ends up giving me a rash? And that's why I'm pivoting to arranged marriages. So in arranged marriages, you first talk to the parents and then you talk to the girl. And actually I realized I'm pretty good at talking to the mothers and the daughters. Yeah. Because back in their generation, every guy was like a macho man. It was the height of toxic masculinity. Now back in the day, the great American pastime was baseball. The game played by men who chug beers and chew tobacco. And now the great American pastime is pickleball. And pickleball is kind of gay. Yeah, it is. Anyway, do we have any Gen Z in the crowd? Any Gen Z? Make some noise? I fucking hate Gen Z. Looks like everybody else has food. I was talking to a bunch of Gen Zers, and I was like, how do you guys know each other? And this guy goes, we met IRL. I was like, excuse me, is that like IRL? Is that like a hobby or something? Like, what does IRL mean? And he goes, in real life. You guys know what else is in IRL? Your whole fucking L, you loser. Yeah. Like, this perfectly sums up Gen Z. Like, when I was growing up, my parents were like, don't do drugs, don't smoke cigarettes. And now parents are like, don't eat Tide Pods. Don't even add up. Okay, yeah, fuck Chelsea. A little bit about myself. I moved to America about a decade ago, and I love America, I do. But I'm still getting used to some of the things. Like, we are so obsessed with food in this country. Like, there's so much research out there. And it's not always useful. It's like, how can we extract milk from every possible nut? Who is that going to help? And I was buying milk the other day. This was grass-fed milk. Like, the way we market food is not based on what we are eating. It's based on what we are eating is eating. It's like a pyramid scheme. And where is this going to end? Are we going to be like, okay, this cow eats this grass, but let me tell you what this grass. This grass is grown using a non-GMO, non-fertilizer, non-binary, LGBTQ plus that. Like, just stop. Like, how did we go from God milk to woke milk? Like, look this up. Walmart right now is selling carbon neutral milk. I'm like, Walmart, you sell guns in your store. What the fuck? I strongly feel about milk. I do. Yeah. I've been trying to eat healthy. I actually downloaded this app. This app tells me when to stop eating. The problem is it's next to this other app called Uber Eats. That's the problem. Yeah. But I did get a few pounds during the holidays because I let myself go. That's all you need to do in America to be fat is I let myself go. Like if I let myself go in India, I'd probably die of hunger. And war, yeah. But there's a lot of correlation between food and our culture, Like in India, we have this greeting from where I come from. It goes something like Uta Alta, which means have you eaten yet? Okay, blank faces in the audience. You guys only know one Indian greeting, Namaste. A lot of white women nodding right now. I had a white lady explain to me what Namaste means. She was like, it's not hello, it's the divine in you acknowledging the divine in me. And I was like, is this what mansplaining feels like? And every time Namaste is our N-word. They're taking it back, yeah. No, don't get me wrong, I do like white women because I'm going to get my green card one way or another. Okay, this is the actual story of how I got my green card. I was at a Starbucks once, and this barista, she overpoured my cup, and when I tried to put the lid on, it spilled, and I was like, this day sucks. And then the immigration folks walked in, and they were like, sir, you just complained about your glass being full. That's an American level complaint. Here is your green card. And now I'm a citizen.